Welcome in. It is Main Street Today time, and we're going to talk some food. And
how you doing, Devin?
I'm just fantastic. I want to tell everybody the story. Now, everybody recognizes this fantastic logo. We saw it when it took over that place in Donaldson Hermitage that had been a furniture store, and I thought, how are they going to make a restaurant out of this? And you did.
We had some help, Smart Space down here. They were great with us. They delivered us a beautiful, beautiful building. I've been driving by this building since I was 5 years old. Back then the furniture store had bean bags hanging in the windows, and I always asked my mom, like, hey, would you buy me a bean bag? And she'd be like, no. So she was actually my realtor when we closed the deal on this building. And when we closed, I said, so how about that bean bag?
That's absolutely perfect. I want to say that Party Fowl, and I know people go, a lettuce wedge is a lettuce wedge is a lettuce wedge. No, at Party Fowl, it's the best lettuce wedge salad you're going to ever get anywhere in this town.
Thank you very much. I'm very passionate about that. It comes from my mama and papa used to take me to prime rib night at O'Charlie's. Now, do you remember the O'Charlie's, like really good lettuce wedge back when it was like a monster? We went for that plus. That's what we were going for. It just reminded me of a simpler town and Mama and Papa.
I love it. I love it. Well, let's take a look at this menu. Some of the things that are on it. The food is glorious. Now, this hot chicken is a Nashville standard. What makes Party Fowl so different?
Well, one of the things that we do different than everyone else, when you're making hot chicken, you have to have your mud. And that's where you take hot oil and mix all your spices in and rebloom those spices. Well, we don't use regular oil to make our mud. We use pure bacon fat. So it adds another smoky layer and just another whole mind-blowing experience to what we do. And also, sometimes heat can be heat for the sake of heat. We wanted to make sure that we kept developing flavor through each additional heat level. And I challenged Chef Bart Pickens with that, and he's been knocking it out of the park for almost 8 years.
Now, am I right? Is he from Louisiana? Is your chef from Louisiana?
He is from New Orleans. Yes, ma'am.
He is? Oh, see, now that's the deal. They're really special about how to control the heat and keep the flavor. Let's take a look at some of these other items. Now, what is this?
These are our Nashville hot chicken street tacos. It's done with a corn tortilla, as traditional street tacos would be. A little bit of corn. Bart makes his own cotija cheese downstairs, and a little jicama slaw. I mean, they're just fantastic. Now, I've been on a health kick, and so for those of you who aren't heat seekers, yes, you can order these grilled. So keep that in your back pocket.
So if you don't like spicy, there's always something for you at Party Fowl. And let's take a look at this monster. What the heck is this?
Oh, my chef hates this item. So this is called Brunch for Two. This is a 55-ounce Bloody Mary with 2 whole fried Cornish game hens, 2 Scotch eggs, 8 fried okra. We call this our Southern Fried Edible Arrangement. This has gotten us more attention nationally than anything on the menu. And it was
I can see why.
It was a big joke. I walked in one day when we were creating the first Party Fowl, and Chef could see that I had been out a little too late and maybe indulged a bit. He said, you look like you could use a Bloody Mary. I said, yes. He said, want me to put some fried chicken on it? I said, yes. He said, how about 2? Yes. Scotch eggs? Yeah. Fried okra? Yeah. So he was making a joke. He had no idea how serious I was about this Bloody Mary he was describing to me. So we ended up putting a limited number of these on our brunch menu every Saturday and Sunday. We do 6 available. Like, some people reserve them in advance to make sure they get them. I mean, listen, it's a heck of a deal. I mean, at the end of the day, you're almost 7 Bloody Marys at $7 a piece. That'd be $50 almost right there. Look at all that food. It's really brunch for 4. I mean, it is a lot.
That's another thing, is that when you order a chicken there, I mean, it was 3 of us that had lunch there. We all got lettuce wedges, and we ordered it was like the roast chicken, and we had enough chicken there. It's such a great deal.
So you're talking about the smoked beer butt chicken. So we actually take whole chickens, put our rub on them, stick a Pabst Blue Ribbon up inside the chicken. And we smoke them so it steams from the inside, smokes from the outside. So that's why that meat is so just tender and fall off the bone. It's one of my favorite things on the menu.
And when you go and you have only bones left over, take those home because they make the best chicken stock you have ever had. It was so good.
That's awesome.
Tell me, how have you expanded? I mean, because what are all the Nashville locations, first of all?
So we've got our downtown Gulch location was the first location, and then we opened in Murfreesboro. Then we came back and opened Donaldson. Then we opened in Cool Springs 2 weeks before the pandemic hit, which was just what? And the day before the tornadoes. I mean, it was just a little rough start over there, but I've been doing great. And then I just got back from Chattanooga. I've been there pretty much all the last 3 months. We just opened our first restaurant outside of Middle Tennessee. So that's exciting. In June, we're opening up in the B&A airport in the new D terminal. And then there's one more big exciting one with 2 more units, but I can't tell you yet. I'm just teasing that there's going to be some big news coming in the next couple of months. What we saw was the whole reason behind the idea. No one had ever taken Nashville hot chicken and done full service, full bar, enough TVs to watch a ball game, live music. Basically, we took everything Nashville loves to do, put it under one roof, and really made the heart of that menu Nashville hot chicken. But we wanted also to create a menu where anyone could dine there, and there's something for everyone. So we've been very blessed, and it still blows my mind that I get to do this every day. I just have great people.
Austin, thank you for sharing the story of Party Fowl. We can't wait for the big news, but it's already big news for us. Nashville celebrates you. Thank you so much for your time. The big payback from the Community Foundation in Nashville on May 5th, starting at 6 p.m. The Big Payback is the largest giving day for our community. Now, so far, over 1,000 nonprofits have signed up. If you've got a favorite group, make sure they're part of the Big Payback. Share all the giving opportunities your charity or charities are doing. The best part of the Big Payback is everyone who participates benefits. Get all the information at www.thebigpayback.org.
Welcome to Good Hope Farms. We grow hope, and we know that hope heals. We get the sacred privilege to witness that truth in action every single day here in this beautiful, healing nature sanctuary on 25 acres of rolling meadows and hills just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Hi, I'm Rhonda Smith, founder and CEO of Rest Stop Ministries. Our mission and vision are right there in our name. REST stands for Restore Survivors. And that's our mission, plain and simple. STOP stands for Stop the Criminal Oppression of Human Trafficking. It has to end. It must stop. And that's our vision. We're really excited to introduce you to the transformative work that we do here at Good Hope Farms. We run Tennessee's first long-term residential restoration program for adult female survivors of sex trafficking. This is Marion's house. That's where we're going to start the tour. The name Marion means the precious one, beloved and hoped for. And that is the way we feel about the resident survivors who make the courageous choice to come and do the hard work of healing here on Good Hope Farms. And this is the first door that they walk through when they make that courageous choice. So come on in, let's show you around. You can meet some of our staff and see what we do here. Marion's house, named in memory of the very special mother who gave Good Hope Farms its name, is kind of the mother house where programming takes place and non-residential staff work. This is Laura's house. Laura means victor, or the embodiment of victory and strength. And I love that name for the home where our residents live. From victim to victor, that's our goal. And so that's what takes place in this house. You know, half the battle of healing from this specific kind of trauma is really learning how to live in authentic community within healthy, supportive relationships. And that's what we do inside this house. Staff and residents just living together in a supportive sisterhood. So come on in, let's see what it's all about. We wanted this space to feel like a warm family home environment. We hoped it would be beautiful enough to communicate you're worth it, yet comfortable enough to say, relax and be yourself. Feel at home here. It's very lived in. We love the big country kitchen where we can prepare, serve, and eat meals together. Learning healthy family habits is so important. There's a big all-purpose room where we craft together, exercise, play games, have fun. Upstairs are the 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms shared by 7 residents. They also have a gathering room where evening meditation is done in community as a nice ending to the day before everyone has their own downtime. The staff suite is where the residential staff team members rotate living in with the residents. We are 24/7 staff supported, which adds a layer of safety and security to our community. That way, when someone suffers a night terror or the sleeplessness that often accompanies trauma, the other residents don't have to bear the burden of responsibility for each other. They get to focus on their own healing. That's part of the rest of Rest Stop. Staff is being vigilant through the night, keeping watch so the residents can sleep in peace, something many of them have never experienced before.
And so we invite you to join us at reststopministries.org and see all the ways that you can partner with us and bring light to darkness. Thank you.
So I'm once again asking humbly for your participation in the big payback. All the details are here. If you're seeing this in the email, then scroll down, find all the details of exactly how to do this, when we need you to do this. Again, $10 would help us survive this pandemic, keep these survivors turning into thrivers, and we're all going to thrive again. This is going to be over soon. Keep the hope, the good hope that we're keeping at Good Hope Farms. Thank you so much for your support. You've been awesome during this, by the way. Many of you are regular givers and you haven't stopped giving, and that means the world to us. So thank you.
Carpe Artista invites you to Simply Smyrna. Simply Smyrna 2021 is on, and we're celebrating our 10th birthday with the whole town. You can join the whole party June 12th in the historic Depot District for live music, vendors, food trucks, artisans, beer garden is sponsored by SEMA, and a whole lot more. If you'd like to be a vendor, go to carpeartista.com/event/Simply Smyrna Vendors 2021. We'll put all the information on the Main Street Today page, or go to Carpe Artista's Facebook page.
Memories are made with your floral designer. She's got all sorts of ideas. We're going to take you on a little tour.
I am here with Rachel Brown from Tie Floral Design, and you have got the most beautiful place here. I felt so good just walking in.
Thanks so much, Devin. I'm so glad you're here today.
Well, tell me a little bit about how we can make our homes feel more like a home just using floral design and some of the beautiful decor pieces that you have.
Awesome, sure. Of course, being a flower shop, one of our main items that we have are fresh flowers. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people are hesitant to spend the money for some really nice fresh flowers. And I'll throw in a little joke here that my brother-in-law says, and he's a card. He says, cheap flowers ain't good and good flowers ain't cheap. So, but we have very affordable arrangements here, and people tend to think that fresh flowers, well, they die after a period of time, and that's true. But to enjoy that lovely color and some that are so fragrant, it really does lift the spirits, and we have flowers for any occasion at all. But beyond that, we also do silk flower arrangements. Succulents are very popular now.
They are.
The easiest, here, I'll show you this right quick. So the easiest to care for are the faux, as the French say, or as we say here in Gallatin, the fake. But they're just so popular and easy to care for. This, you just need a little dust rag and it's ready to go.
That's not real?
That is not real.
Oh my goodness.
That is not real.
They look real.
Yes. So the artificial flowers these days are so much more lifelike. Obviously, just like with most items, there are some lower price and mid price, and then some very high price. We tend to mix a little bit of things from the mid price to the higher price to give it that more elegant and classic look and the realistic look to it as well.
Oh, it looks really great. And I was also getting some pictures that I'm going to share at the end of this video of some of the wedding flowers that you do and special occasion. I couldn't believe one of the pictures that I saw that has all of the russets and the browns. I mean, I never think about florals for a wedding in those colors, but it's beautiful for a fall wedding.
It sure is. And you know, brides, that's one of the beautiful things about our brides these days. The old traditional stay in the line sort of rules about weddings and events, those are out the window now. Brides can do whatever they want, any color, any style. A fun one we've got this weekend, actually, a bride, she loves Star Wars, so she has lightsabers for her bridesmaids' bouquets for the flowers to go in the lightsabers. So there's always something fun happening here. If you want something made custom, we're happy to do that for you, whether it's fresh or silk. And just give us, you know, a little extra time, because waiting till the last minute, we may not be able to get the exact colors that you like.
Well, how do they find you?
So we are here in Gallatin, Sumner County. Everyone pretty much knows where the emissions test station is. We are down that street on Grassland Place in a little strip mall just behind the emissions test station here in Gallatin, near Fall State Community College. And then our phone number is 615-461-7701.
And what about website and Facebook?
Yes, so we're definitely on Facebook and we're on Instagram at Black Tie Floral Design, and our website is www.blacktiefloraldesigns.com.
Hey, What They Buildin' is our new real estate segment, and we share some of the big news for buildings, houses, townhomes, new builds, renovations, open houses, and more. If you're a builder or realtor, or you just have a house to sell, let us know right here at Main Street Media. Now for the good stuff. The site, which houses Whiskey Row in the Gulch, has sold for $5 million to a local company. That's the same price paid for that same property in 2016. And as of the end of March, realtors have a very competitive market in Middle Tennessee with more realtors than available properties to sell. Technology also plays a part in this. Second homes or vacation home sales are going through the roof this year, up 42% since this time last year. Now, the pandemic certainly has a lot of folks looking for their own place to get away, and properties are in high demand in Marion, North Carolina, Sturgis, Michigan, Branson, Missouri, and Ruston, Louisiana, all making the top 10 list. Not in Florida. Isn't that interesting? The price of living, available outdoor recreation like lakes, and of course availability to hunt and fish rank places at the top of the list. But don't think that middle of nowhere places are cheap anymore. While the least expensive is $129,000, the top of the median range is $912K. That's in Hawaii. And if you love looking at places for sale, here's a beautiful walkthrough of a Nashville penthouse for sale at 2115 Yeaman Place. 37206 is the zip code, and we'll leave you with this on Hey, What They Buildin'. The Adventure Park at Nashville, the zipline and treetop climbing experience, invites you to celebrate National Arbor Day with the park's tree team. Arbor Day 2021 is Friday, April 30th, and boy, are we ready to celebrate. The park will be donating $1 for each guest that climbs with us on Arbor Day to the Arbor Day Foundation. The Arbor Day Foundation is a nonprofit conservation and educational organization. 1 million members, donors, and partners support their programs to make our world greener and healthier. They inspire people to plant, nurture, and celebrate trees. It's easy to participate in the Arbor Day donation drive by booking a climb for Friday, April 30th, and the Adventure Park in Nashville will do the rest. The Adventure Park is full of fun and education all at the same time with the Adventures in STEMs program. That's an interactive adventure and educational experience for kids 10 years of age and over, where they learn about science, technology, math, engineering, and of course, adventure. The Adventure Park at Nashville is taking registrations for their spring session. The class dates are Thursdays, May 27th, June 3rd, and June 10th. Get information and register at myadventurepark.com. Since 1960, Jim Oliver Smokehouse has been a stopover, a stayover, a place to eat, a place to gather, a place to hear music. Jim Oliver Smokehouse has been an icon in the Monteagle community, one of the largest employers in Grundy County. They have continued to have a loyal following, and the memories all came abruptly to an end yesterday as the entire restaurant facility went up in flames. All the memories, all the memorabilia, everything down in ashes. Over 100 people gathered, not just firefighters, but people from the community, people who worked there. They all showed up so they could be part of the cleanup, the help. Everyone was pitching in, along with firefighters from so many different places. Mayor Marilyn Rodman of Monteagle said, "The council and I would like to thank each and every fire department who responded to the Smokehouse fire. We had 23 agencies fighting to save one of Monteagle's most treasured and historic businesses. The Oliver family is our family. They've warmly welcomed visitors and friends alike for over 60 years here on the mountain. The history that was lost yesterday will never be replaced. But the love and support for this family is a true testimony of Big Jim Oliver's vision. Our prayers go out to J.D., Betsy, Marla, and the entire Smokehouse family as they rebuild and carry on the legacy of Southern hospitality at its finest." They are going to have a GoFundMe page that is going to be set up, and I know that you will want to be part of the rebuild. Let's pour out love on Jim Oliver Smokehouse, because they have poured out love on all of us, travelers and family and employees alike, since 1960. God bless you, everyone at the Smokehouse. We love you, and we're there for you. You will be back. Monteagle strong. It's time for Meet the Music Makers. These folks make their living making the music that makes folks smile. They bring people to Music City and they send them home with the experience across genres, all kinds of music to get people dancing, falling in love, and enjoying corporate events to private concerts, and they tour the world. Meet the Music Makers. They may not be household names to you today, but keep listening. You'll want them to be. Meet The Close. From originals that sound so familiar you'd swear you've danced to them before, to covers that sound brand new as they're filtered through The Close's interpretation. There's no doubt what keeps them working on stages all year long and returning back to previous venues year after year. They've developed a devoted fan base the old-fashioned way, by being great at what they do. Check their new single and EP, Hello Heart, on all platforms. Meet The Close.
Hello heart, where you been? It's so good to see you again. I miss that pounding in my chest. It's been so lonely. Hello heart, have you changed? Do you still hold me to blame? And are you back for good this time, my one and only? Nothing about watching you.